Chief Meteorologist George Lessons is here now with the very latest on the path of this storm.
The actual storm is still on track to hit portions of southern lower Michigan. We've been tracking it since late last week. Winter storm watch goes into effect at 2 a.m. on Wednesday. That's not tonight, that's tomorrow night for Allegan and Berry counties to the north. You notice that does not include Kent, Ottawa, or Muskegon counties. The highest impacted areas will be Van Buren, Kalamazoo, and Calhoun counties, where you're under a winter storm warning. Here are the impacts to the south. Very high impacts for plowable snow and travel. High impacts for reduced visibility, low impacts for wind chill, and again, that will be late tomorrow night through Thursday. Here is what that means. Be prepared in the winter storm watch area for potential impacts in case that storm comes a little bit further north. In the red areas, winter storm warning. That means you got to take action, alter your plans, because there will be moderate to high impacts with that. There also could be a snow day in the red areas on Wednesday and Thursday as well. Possible portions of Ottawa and Kent counties, but I think likely are off to the south. We've got winter storm watches and winter storm warnings all the way from North Texas to western portions of Pennsylvania and New York State, and that's where the track will be taking it. A lot of moisture coming up off the Gulf of Mexico. This is the first time we've seen that this year. We've had most of our snow coming out of Canada. Temperatures are going to go up tonight, and late tomorrow afternoon we're going to start to see some rain with 40-degree temperatures, but then we're going to cool off drastically behind that. Right now we've dropped into the mid and upper 20s. We won't get much colder this evening because that warm air will be arriving, and that'll push our temperatures up overnight. 40 in the afternoon tomorrow. Falling temperatures all day Wednesday. About 90% of the area will see at least some snow, 70% on Thursday, and then it will abruptly end on a Thursday night. We'll take a closer look at how much snow may fall in your community in just a few minutes. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. You know, something is brewing. Well, we kind of told you that was going to happen last week, but now the latest winter storm is bearing down upon us. 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright. First, we have some light rain in sight, and that'll be tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. It's also red. Briefly milder weather ahead, and then it will turn colder again. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures again not quite reaching that average high of 31. We made 30 though here in Grand Rapids, and that's what we forecast yesterday at 11. That is a bullseye. We only had one miss way back on the 5th of the month. Nearly a perfect month. 26 days in a row within 3 degrees. We're going to end up the month of January 3.2 inches above average for snowfall, still 5 inches below for the winter season, which began back early in the fall. Let's walk you through when all of this weather is going to arrive. Right now we've got partly cloudy skies across the area, but we'll see some high clouds come in and out. We may actually start the day with partly sunny skies. At 7 a.m. there's a little bit of light rain starting to come up across the region. We'll see that during the afternoon and evening tomorrow, and then it starts to change over to some snow. It's not going to affect most areas north of Grand Rapids. Most of it will be from Grand Rapids and Holland to the south. That's the way it looks right now. This snow might come a little bit further north. That will be Wednesday, and then Wednesday night it will kind of retreat a little bit to the south and east, but it will be back with us during the day on Thursday. But you notice areas to the north and west of Grand Rapids, not a lot of snow expected. In fact, by the end of the day, you may actually see some sunshine. We're expecting some sunshine during the day on Friday before we see a few lake effect flurries by the end of the day. Now, in terms of snowfall, here's what 4 of the models, 3 of them American models, 1 of them the European. This is the high resolution model showing the back edge of that snow. Northwest Kent County might not see any snow, while the southeastern part of the county may see 4 inches. You can see the heaviest is down to the south. In terms of our North American model, it's a little bit more broad brush. I don't think there's going to be a lot of snow to the north and west, but you could see where the heaviest snow will fall again to the south and east of Grand Rapids. Some areas could see up to a foot of snow. This is the European model. Very similar outline, but it's a broader brush to the snow. I'm not sure there's going to be a lot to our north and west. We could see 4 inches out at the airport here in Grand Rapids, and this is also the American model showing the broader, heavier snow will be to the south and east. So if you're traveling south or east of Grand Rapids, you're going to have a lot of problems getting to where you need to go. Meanwhile, to the north and west, it might just be an ordinary couple of days up north. In terms of our forecast then for tomorrow, it will be breezy throughout the day as winds will be out of the south at 15, 20, gusting to 30 miles an hour, but that will boost the temperatures up to around 40 degrees. By afternoon, there'll be a little bit of light rain. I'm thinking from Muskegon, Holland, South Haven, southward. No snow during the daylight hours tomorrow. During the day tomorrow, up to about Greenville, not quite up to Fremont or Big Rapids. I think you'll see a little bit of light rain. Upper 30s to near 40, not quite as breezy in this area. And from the Grand Rapids area southward, this area will most likely see some light rain throughout the afternoon into the evening. It will change over to snow by tomorrow night after midnight, and then will continue into Wednesday and Thursday. And these will be the highest impacted areas all for West Michigan. 13 on your side forecast. Up near 40 here in Grand Rapids tomorrow, about 60% of the area seeing rain by the end of the day. Temperatures will fall from 27 in the morning on Wednesday to 21 by the end of the day. I've got 90% of the area with some snow measurable, but the heaviest will be from Grand Rapids to the south. 70% of the area on Thursday before it abruptly ends at the end of the day. Lots of sunshine on Friday before those lake effect clouds and maybe a few snow flurries come inland. That'll be the coldest day. And then maybe a few more flurries Saturday night, kind of like last Saturday night, and then temperatures near 30 or the low 30s following that.
Well, we're just going to keep sticking with you, George, to find out the latest on the snow.
We might dodge a bullet here in Grand Rapids.
All right, thanks, George.